Lisa. So this little video goes with all that written stuff that I've done for you. I'm just going to run through a few exercises. If there's anything on here that you can't see, it isn't clear, you're not sure what's happening, then please let me know and we can either video call or I can send you another video or whatever it might be. Okay, so first exercise, I've just set up a little step and a chair, but probably the best place to do this is on your stairs at home, ideally with a banister or something to hold on to. So basically you come and stand on the one step and I want you to balance on the ball of one foot so that the heel of that foot can drop off the step. So you're going to let that heel drop down as far as you can, find that bit of stretch, and then come right up onto your toes. So letting the heel drop down over the step, finding that stretch through the back of the calf, and then coming up onto the toes. And just do that, say 8 times on each leg, and just go for it once a day. So when you're heading up to bed at the end of the day, or whatever it might be, once when you go up those stairs, just 8, sink through the heel, and then float right up onto the toes as far as you can. See if you can do that on one leg and then on the other. If you find coming up onto your toes really tough, then just do it both feet at once, but ideally one leg at a time. So the other exercise I'd like you to do when you're on the stairs is what I'm calling a sort of hip drop and arm reach, and this is to sort of help you open up through your right side. I'm going to get you to do it on both, but I'll do it for your trickier side. So again, you stand on your stair, let one foot dangle off that stair, and see if you can touch the toes of that foot down onto the stair below. So effectively letting the pelvis drop on that right side. And to start with, just keep the left leg straight, so it is actually the pelvis that's moving, and then you'll find it a bit easier if you just bend through that left knee once you've got the movement. So really dropping through the right hip, and then coming back up, and then we're going to add a reach through your arm as well. So as the foot sinks down and the pelvis drops on that side, we're reaching up, up, up through the right arm. So you can see we're really opening up through the right side of the body. Nice breath in, if you like, breathe into this side and then breathe out to come back up. So the main thing is you really let the side of the pelvis drop and the hips stick out. Again, 8 or 10 on one side, and then do the other side as well. So I know that's kind of the opposite to what we want, but often if you go more into a pattern, it will then start to release more easily. So 8 or 10 of those on each side. So the next one is some lunges and squats. So this might be quite a nice thing to do just before you get on as a little bit of warm up. And again, only 8 or 10, it's not going to take long. You are basically going to step across into a lunge and then push back again. So really stick your bottom out behind you, fold forward at the hips. If I do it side on, we're coming all the way down to there. Okay? And again, we'll just do 8 in one direction. Really folding forward. You can add a little reach on if you want to. But we're just getting all of this to stretch and also strengthen a little bit as you come back again. So 8 one side, and then you do exactly the same from the other side, stepping across. And just make sure that the foot that you leave behind, the outside of this foot, always stays in contact with the floor. Okay? So that's your lunges, 8 each way. So squats, basically rising trot is the same mechanism as a squat. So I'm not sure I've actually written on your sheet. You sit in a really lovely vertical alignment, which is great if you're walk, canter or sitting trot. But if you try and maintain that upright position as you do your rising, it sends your weight backwards. So it's really difficult to stay with the horse's movement. So you are really good at really opening through the hips as you come forward, that's really nice. But as you sit and as you initiate the rise, you want to think about a 5-degree forward lean through your body. So it's very small, but just as you sit and then as you initiate the rise, you've just got that slight lean forwards. Once you come up into that rise and those hips come forwards, you will be more upright, but just as you control the down and you initiate the up, allow your body to come forwards ever so slightly. You can have a play with that if you like. Try getting up from a chair without leaning forwards at all and you'll feel it's really tough. So anyway, back to squats. Check your feet are about hip width apart, both feet pointing forwards. And then you can make these as small or as big as you like, but just think about sending those seat bones back behind you and then squeezing back up again. So you want your knees not to move forwards. They definitely don't want to go out in front of your toes. You want to think about weight into your heels, sending your seat bones backwards and then squeezing back up again. And you might be able to feel that as you sink down, your seat bones kind of widen, they come apart from each other. And as you come back up, those seat bones come back towards each other. And you can think about this in your rising trot a little bit as well. So as you sit, those seat bones widen, and as you come up, they slightly come towards each other. As you sit softly and come back up. I hope that makes sense. So that's it really for lower body. Upper body. So when you ride, your elbows are in a really good position in respect to how far forwards or backwards they are, and they move really nicely. What does tend to happen a little bit, especially with that left hand, is it just wants to roll a little bit into the middle. So, snuggling the elbows into the waist, just think about your elbows staying nice and heavy under your shoulders, and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And then keeping your elbows touching your waist, see if you can open those hands to the side and then come back again. So it's just through my shoulders. Rib cage is staying nice and relaxed. We're not kind of opening through the chest or anything like that. We are literally just rotating through the shoulders and coming back again. So again, just 8 or 10 of those, just to get that nice feeling of really opening through the arms. And this turning of the hands, so the palms are up, that just really softens you through your forearm. So you could do this a couple of times when you're sat on board, if your lovely ponyo is happy just to chill for a moment while you're stood there. Just practice that turning through the hands. Now obviously we always want thumbs on top, but just that feeling of initiating the turn can really soften you through the forearms. So when you feel like you're just trying to help a little bit, think about that opening feeling. And the same as when you turn, just opening to the side, opening the gate a little. Okay, so loads of information there. I hope it all makes sense. And we'll have a chat whenever you're ready. Either have a play with some bits and come back to me, or if you want to set something up sooner than that so we can discuss what you're up to, that's great. All right, cheers, bye-bye.